My approach to teaching is one that I'm trying to get the most bang for the buck, I guess, in that I go for, number one, I look at my requirements, my standards that I have to teach, that I'm responsible for covering, and then I try to find the best way to implement those standards in a way that's going to be meaningful for students. Right now we're in the middle of a unit called Freedom Fighters, and I incorporated it taking Black History Month and Women's Month, and we looked at freedom fighters or women who had made a difference. Well, I try to hook them into any unit that we start with first. So I'll hook them in, and then I'll say, this is where we're headed, this is where we're going. We map out where the end of what it looks like when we get to the end. We post our questions up. That was the hooking off of our freedom fighter. What does it mean to be a freedom fighter? And then we morphed it into what can people do to make a positive change. This picture, they started writing what they thought was happening was on one sticky, but on the next sticky they had to write and tell me what makes you say that. So when we started off with just this part of the text, it was like, oh, the sun is shining and somebody's looking up into the heavens. But by the time we got to this part, the whole thinking had changed. Because we're at the end of it, I have kids in all different stages of that process. And right now, I'm more of a facilitator. They all have their list and check off list. They know what they're doing, and they're sharing their writing with me through Office 365, and then we're editing that way, and I send it back to them. But you're going to have to go back and revise and add some more evidence and you're very general. You know what I'm talking when I talked about how I want whoever reads this is going to gain some insight about your person. It's almost like you're teaching someone just through your bio poem about their life, and I don't want this to sound like every other single person, because all of them overcame very similar things, slavery or segregation. So you can't just say that, because then I can apply that to every single character. Who was in your group?
Me, Gabe, Dash, and Samar.
Samar's not here. Dash and Gabe. Okay, so we're not doing about the bio poem. Can you do me a favor? Can you three boys come here for a minute? When it came to the part about the struggles, the obstacles that person had, all right? I'm looking for what challenges, what barriers were placed in front of her that she had to break through and overcome, okay? I would like for you three to go have a conversation about your thoughts on that, because Gavin's trying to work on that part of his bio poem. And maybe if you talk it out amongst the three of you, since you all did your research together, and kind of give your thoughts, maybe that'll help Gavin a little bit. Okay, not that you are telling Gavin, you're having a discussion about your thoughts on what the obstacles were that this person overcame.
I have 2 papers for that, so I got them too, so we can look at them together.
I'll do that with the I don't care if you laugh. I don't care.
Basically, she wanted to go to do that. Don't you know when she turned on the lights on? Oh, never mind. Oh yeah. So we could do that. She overcame. Oh yeah, that's an obstacle.
And also
she overcame the KK.
For teacher.
Well, she didn't really overcome that because she did get more teaching, but she didn't get to go to Africa. So, but I say that that's a good idea. We should do the one where it's about she overcame the KKK for turning off all the lights in the city, so that they could cover.
No.
That was an obstacle.
But we also got to do how, why, like because.
Yeah.
We discussed how when the KKK wanted the mayor to destroy the school,
and they tried to mob Mary's school,
right?
And they shut off all the lights in this.
Who shut off? Don't say they.
The Ku Klux Klan shut off all the lights in the town, so that way they couldn't see them. But they didn't. Mary overcame that obstacle
by using her own light.
Class.
Yes.
Disengage from what you're doing and listen. Make sure you save Whatever it is you're working on. If it's storyboard, click save. If it's your Office 365 Word, it's automatically saving, so you're good to go. I would stop cutting, stop gluing. I know, I can't. We gotta go. We're gonna be late, and Mrs. A will be upset with us. So we'll do it when I come back, I promise. Guys, you gotta stop, gotta stop, gotta stop, gotta get long. Bless you. What's up?
You may have
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, it actually is pretty comfortable.
I know, right? You have to stop. Come on. Now it has more of a focus, more of a purpose. You know, and I see the importance with the Making Thinking Visible. Instead of just fun activities, they're more targeted, meaningful, getting students to a deeper depth